Hey there, I'm Talia, founder of Workweek Lunch, and today I'm sharing the story behind our new website coming December 28th, and it involves a cautionary tale to other online business owners and entrepreneurs. So I hope that you find this story helpful if you're on that journey, and also, I hope you enjoyed if you've been following my business journey for a while. So let's get into it. Where to start? So I started the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program, which is an online subscription for meal plans, recipes, and grocery lists in June 2018. It started with just PDFs and Google Docs and like grids and stuff. So I would send a PDF doc with like the plan and the grocery list and a grid that's like a calendar view of the plan to our couple hundred members at the time. And that's how we started. It was super basic, but people were able to use it. It worked for that short period of time. Then in 2019, in February, we upgraded to a WordPress plugin. So this is where it gets, a little better, right? This is the current version, and I honestly can't believe we haven't made an update to this program and how it works since February 2019. Last year, we launched a redesign of the WordPress website. So what you see right now was updated in December of last year. And it didn't change the function of the meal plan though, it just changed the overall look of the site. So I would say it didn't improve the tools, it just made the site prettier, and I'm happy we did that, but it didn't actually fix any of our problems. But the real problem happened last summer. And this is the part I've never shared publicly, and it was one of the worst moments of my life. I found that another blogger, a meal prep blogger, was copying my product to a T. And what happened was I discovered this person randomly on Instagram on the explore page, and I was like, oh, this person is meal prep content, let me check them out. Oh, they have a meal plan subscription, let me check that out. So clearly this is a different day. I decided I wanted to give a little bit more color to the stories. First, let me just give you a timeline of what went down. I caught this person copying my site on June 25th, 2019. I found it on the explore page. I signed up for her program. I then immediately got a message from her right away, like 5 minutes after I signed up for her program. I didn't try to like disguise my name or anything. I just used my name casual. I will openly admit I signed up for all of the meal plan subscriptions available while doing market research, but I didn't copy anyone. Big difference there. It's normal to do that kind of thing. Anyway, here's what that first message was like. Hey Talia, I'm fangirling a bit because I saw you just joined the program, although I'm sure you're also doing market research. Of course, was inspired by your brilliant low-cost subscription business model. Not sure what to say other than thank you, because my business has changed my life. If you ever need anything, let me know. Although I'm not sure I have any knowledge to offer other than sending my omnivore meal preppers your way. Again, really sweet, nice message, but clearly to me, someone felt guilty because you don't do that unless you're feeling guilty because you did something wrong. In my eyes, maybe I'm wrong. It wasn't until she messaged me that I realized we had talked before. We had messaged quite a bit actually. She reached out to me on July 23rd, 2018, a whole year before, asking me about my subscription. And here's the thing, if you've ever DM with me and you've ever talked to me online, I'm very quick to help and I'm very trusting, and I really, really genuinely want to see other female entrepreneurs succeed. So I'm happy to give advice, pointers, share my experience, everything. Like, I don't hold back because I really don't think it's a competition. Even in this case, it's not a competition. This is what she said, the first message she ever messaged me. Hey Talia, I love your page and have been following it on my personal account for months. It provides me with constant inspiration for my own meal preps. I'm working on starting a subscription service for plant-based meal plans. I hope this isn't too personal, but how did you come up with the price point of $7.99? How are you finding the workload to be to provide the plans? Completely respect if you'd rather not share this info with me. And I said, hey, of course I'm happy to share. Because pricing, choosing that price, it's a very personal process. I mean, there definitely is a science behind it. I don't know, I didn't expect this person would use the same price as me. I guess I just didn't expect that, and I'm kind of kicking myself for that. So after that, I definitely had given her my thoughts. I'd answered her questions about the subscription model, not thinking she would ever rip me off. The truth is that after I started the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program, a lot of my Instagram, we'll call them friends, like people who are kind of like bloggers in different niches, also started different similar services, but their price points were wildly different than mine and their messaging was really different. They were usually for weight loss, fitness, stuff like that, not saving money and time and all the other stuff. Anyway, back to last summer when I originally caught her. I signed up. I immediately noticed that her email template was exactly the same. Like word for word, she just plugged in the name of her program instead of mine, and it was like she was sending out the meal plans at the same time, the same day of the week. Everything about it was the same. Even the Facebook name of her Facebook group was one word different from mine. It was really heartbreaking to see this. I had at this point confronted her. She even admitted it, and she said, "Sorry about the welcome email. I probably used yours as a template and forgot to update it, to be completely honest. I'm gonna go update it now. Embarrassing." Luckily in this process, she was quick to change everything. It wasn't, 2 days later, she had completely changed everything that I had called her out on. Her sales copy, her email copy, the Facebook group name she changed. I was just like, hey, like this is blatantly mine. Please change it. And my point was like, we sound a lot alike. Maybe, people might think that I was copying you. We don't want that. So, ultimately she listened. I didn't have to get any legal help here. She knew that what she did was wrong and she did it. She changed it, so that's great and I'm glad, and I know that her business is still thriving and that's fantastic. I didn't immediately come out of the gate with my subscription. I've done other videos where I've talked about the journey of Workweek Lunch and how it got to be where it is today. And this is just someone who plucked that success and just applied to their life, took the price point, took everything else and just went off. But yeah, it really sucked. When I signed up for her program, I looked through everything. I looked through her whole site. I looked at everything she had, and luckily the recipes were different. She didn't take any of my recipes. This is a completely different type of food. The only thing she really took from me was my marketing copy and my, welcome emails and the email structure, just everything that's kind of like what I had created from scratch for my business. When we came up with the idea for the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program, it was just me and my mom sitting down and talking about it. I didn't look at anyone else and be like, oh yeah, I should take that idea. Obviously subscriptions existed before the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program, but it wasn't like I was looking at someone else's success and be like, how can I do that same thing? It was just very much like, this is the path that Workweek Lunch is on and this is the obvious next step. I don't know, there's just something different about it. So let's talk about lessons learned. I don't want anyone to go through what I went through, and I guess the biggest lesson I learned from that is protect your business, protect yourself, find the weaknesses, make it so that no one can copy you, whatever you have to do, whether that's with the quality of your service, your branding, your marketing, the actual tool, anything that you have that you can make your own, do it, and do it early on. In the entrepreneur world, like I talk to a lot of people who are just starting their own businesses, and one thing that keeps coming up is like, what if someone copies me? What if I tell someone my idea and they're gonna copy me? Chances are before you have any success and when it's just an idea, no one's gonna copy you. No one's going to put in the work to do that. It's only when you have something that's already up and running and really great that someone's gonna come along and just rip you off. So I would say, like, if you don't even have a product yet and you're just, you have ideas, don't worry about this. This is really a cautionary tale for those who already have successful businesses or some kind of success where someone can easily just pluck your idea and apply it to their own platform or idea. In a way, I'm happy this happened because Workweek Lunch is stronger for it. I'm a better entrepreneur for it. And look, the truth is, even though I wish this person who copied me success, and I really genuinely would hope that they find success, they're not as savvy as me. Like, they just plucked this idea. They didn't go through all the years that I went through of discovery and learning. And that's pretty important stuff. So I'm gonna say it might be a harder road for them because they don't have that experience. That's just the truth. Find your own way, carve your own path, don't copy people. So yeah, you're gonna get caught. If this has ever happened to you, I would love to hear your story in the comments. I'm sure I'm not alone in this. So yeah, if you have any stories that are similar, please share them. So now that I have that whole story out of the way, you now know the reason I created this website, not only to make my product better for all of its amazing customers, but to also protect my business. I want to show you around, and so let's check it out. Let's go see what's behind the curtain and see what the new website looks like. Today, I'm going to give you a little tour of our brand new website that we made just for you guys, all the members of the Workweek Lunch Meal Prep program. This website is coming out in a month on December 28th for everyone to use and enjoy. So I just want to give you a little tour. We made so many changes based on what we've heard from you guys. So the first thing we changed that I want to show you is our brand new search function. So this is the recipe discovery page. It's the first page you're going to see. And up here we have our search bar. So you guys have told me you wanted to be able to just look in your fridge and plug in random stuff that you have on hand and see if any recipes come up. Well, now you can do that. You can plug in as many ingredients as you want and see if we have any recipes that match. You can also add categories. Let's just say you want to make a freezer-friendly meal. We got you. So that's a really fun feature that you now have, or you will have, that'll make finding recipes in our database of hundreds of recipes easier to use. Another thing I want to show you is all the changes we made to the actual recipe pages. First of all, we now have the recipe on the top, the ingredients on the left, instructions on the right, and all the notes are here. They're just down here at the bottom instead of on top of the recipe, so there's no more scrolling unless you really need to know something. You can rate recipes, you can print them, you can add them to your meal planner. You can also favorite and bookmark recipes. So favoriting is like you've made it and you've loved it. Bookmarking is like you want to make it in the future and you don't want to forget that it exists. Over here, you can also open recipes in a new tab. You can also adjust the servings to whatever you need, up to 12. And yeah, it'll all change here. So you may have noticed these 5 handy buttons. Every recipe can be made omnivore, vegetarian, vegan, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So when you toggle these buttons, the recipe will automatically update below. If you make changes and add it to your meal planner, it will reflect those changes, and it's pretty awesome. So no more keeping track of 2 different recipes for the different versions. It's all in one place, and it's awesome. So that's what recipes look like. Let's head over to what the weekly meal plan looks like, because we are still sending you weekly meal plans every week. And this probably looks familiar. It's the plan from last Wednesday. And from here, you can check out the swap notes and multitasking tips that we include in every meal plan we send out. They're right here at the bottom. It's much easier to read. And you can print this, you can get the shopping list, or you can save it to your meal plans. Let's say I want to make changes to this. So I would save it to my meal plans. This is where they'll save. So you have the ones that you create, and then you have the ones that we send you. So this is where the archive lives. Here's how to navigate to this page. It's the folder icon. Anyway, back to this plan we're editing. Here it is. And now we are in our custom meal planning tool. So this should look a little bit familiar, but of course we've added a bunch of stuff. We've made it a lot better to use, and it's so much better on mobile too. So on the top left here, you have the ability to search all of our recipes, and on the right, you have favorites and bookmarked. So you can, from here, you can do a lot of different things. You can remove recipes, right? Just clicking that little X. You can change the diet of recipes. So let's just say I want to make this oat bake vegan. I can change the whole thing just by stacking them, changing it here. Pretty handy. And then you can also, of course, add new recipes. So let's just say I want to add my bibimbap bowls that we were looking at earlier. Beautiful. So let's just say you're done editing. You would save it, give it a title, and then you can get your grocery list. Check it out. This grocery list is new and improved. We made a lot of changes to it. You have the sections, of course. This is a long list, but you have different sections. You have now the ability to edit. You can totally change an ingredient and save it. You can delete things if you already have it. You can check things off. And also we are including this little note section. So let's just say you don't like raisins. Well, now you know you can sub cranberries or golden raisins. I mean, this is so much better than what we currently have. There's a lot more information here, and it'll be easier for you to shop. From here, you can save it, email it to yourself, or print it. Let's just say we want to save it. So now, anytime you come back to any page on this website, you'll see this little grocery list button on the top, and you can always come back to your list at any time. So if you're going to the store, it'll be saved right here for you. Oh, and you can also add ingredients down here at the bottom. Pretty great, right? So what else do I want to show you? Let's also look at this favorite recipes tab. So this is where you can keep track of things that you've made and also things that you want to make, and you are able to move them back and forth if you want to, or you can take them out. So you can stay organized with all of your Workweek Lunch favorites here. And the last thing I want to show you guys is our new account section. So you have way more control in this new website. You're able to apply the metric or imperial system across the entire site depending on what you need. Of course, you can manage your account here. All of your membership settings are here. You can change your primary diet, and also down here, my picture's covering it, but there are toggles for gluten-free and dairy-free here as well. So any changes you make, you just click save and you're good to go. So that is the new site. Those are the main things I wanted to show you. I'm so excited for you to try this, and I just can't wait to hear what you think. Again, the site is coming out on December 28th, so a month from now, and yeah, we are continuing to make small improvements, but we're almost ready. And if you have any questions, just email us at support@workweeklunch.com. And we'll talk soon. So that new website is coming out on December 28th of this year to the public. And if you are not a member, you can still sign up. And we are raising our prices after the new site is up. So you might want to, consider signing up now. The prices are going from $8 a month to $10 a month. And we still are offering our 6 and 12 month options that are a little bit discounted. So again, just take that into consideration. If you want to buy a whole year, you will get the entire year of the new website at a lower price. I am so excited and nervous for people to try it. I hope you guys love it. Thank you for watching, and hit that subscribe button for more if you like following my business journey and for new recipes and stuff. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.